Hey, hey, hey. Juanita Waterman here. Good to see you all, even though I can't see you. I just know that I'm making this video for that one person out there that I will get to see someday who will have been helped by this video. One of the things I found out about network marketing is a lot of people fail. There's so many of us that would get in it 10,000 a month. I'm going to be making 10,000 a month. I'm so excited. Yes, we're going to be rich, baby. Because we hear all these stories of people who made $10,000 a month and and it's crazy because we believe these stories without knowing the backstory of how they've already been in this industry for 10 years and had already had a huge following, and those people just went from one company to another. So it's very interesting that we get on here and we believe these stories because we're so desperate to make $10,000 a month for our family. That's our greatest dream, and we think it's going to be so easy. It only took them 3 months, you know. So I just remember those days of those stories. And then finally, when I did make some money, it took like 7 years before I had that following and had been in a few companies, quite a few. And then what happened was we just got paid a lot more money than you did in regular companies. So that was really cool. But the people, anyway, so what happened is not everybody made money in that company that weren't already in this industry for 5 to 10 years. Okay, so new timers, it wasn't the same thing. So why do people not make money that quickly? And I'm going to tell you the number one reason why. The number one reason why is it is belief. They don't believe they can, and for good reason. Their unconscious mind is keeping them in survival mode. They just have to make it from day to day, and so their subconscious mind doesn't let them. That protects them. So if they have any beliefs about making a lot of money that's they don't know that they have, that's unconscious, like our parents always taught us, rich people are selfish and greedy and they had to do something bad to get that way. Whatever it is, those beliefs do have a toll on us, especially if we learned them at a young age. If our parents fought over money, if the people around us were all poor too, it's a very hard uh, mountain to move. And that's the mountain of believing you're not enough. So then you figured it out. You figure out, okay, I have to make some changes in my thinking about money, about my right to money and other people's right to money. Because that's the other thing. You see these people with so much and you're just like, they're so greedy. They have so much. Why can't they give some of that to the poor? Here's the thing. That's saying that there's not enough to go around. And that's just not true. There is plenty to go around for everybody to have overabundance, for everybody to have more than enough, for everybody on this planet to have, what they dream to have. And there's plenty. There's plenty of room at the top. There's no room at the bottom. So the number one thing you have to get out of your mind is that money's bad. All money is energy. People put a lot of energy into believing it's bad when they could put just as much energy into believing they can do a lot of good things with it. So removing those blocks that keep you from getting what is yours, what belongs to you. So now if you see things like that, you just have to know that you're glad you live in a world where people have those things. You're glad you live in a world where people's imagination can create those things, that we are unlimited, that the imagination is so unlimited. I looked at some movies on YouTube, some mind movies that were just fabulous, of the unlimited creativity of people in making beautiful surroundings for themselves, pleasant surroundings for themselves. And the people in them act like it's just everyday stuff. You know, like you get someone like me in that world, I would be like, what would you? And, but if I believed everyone had a right to these things and that everybody could get those things, everybody on the planet, if that was what they wanted and believed they could get, and all it would take is just a belief system to switch, I wouldn't act like that, would I? I would act normal. I would act like these are beautiful. I really enjoy being in the surroundings. I really enjoy this beautiful house. I really enjoy this beautiful car. It brings it brings my five senses happiness. Now there's your inner person, and the only thing that can bring that happiness is called self awareness and self connection to the creator of all things, which is the earth, because the earth's pretty freaking amazing too. So, and we're not jumping up and down about that, right? So the point is to see what you have, be grateful for what you have, and believe that everyone deserves more, that we're unfolding people. Yeah, our five senses always want more. You get that car, then you want another kind or a newer brand. You get that house, and then you want a smaller house or a bigger house. You're always unfolding unlimitedly. The longer you live, the more you unfold, unless you're sleeping all the time, which is the same as being dead. So when you're unfolding continually, you're always growing, and that's the same thing about yourself spiritually too. You're always unlimited, unfolding, and growing. And it's so important to have that process in your life and not be stuck, and not be stuck on the physical level, or be stuck on the spiritual level. You need to give yourself the permission to grow and to change. And so one of the things, when I looked at all these, beautiful things that were there, I realized I don't believe I deserve that stuff. I don't believe I would even know how to act if I got them. And so one of the things I learned about was image visualization. Imagine yourself in that environment, in those clothes, in smelling the right way, your hair flowing just right, your body in the right, in the shape of standing as though you were meant to be there. And that's what I believe. I believe all of us were meant for abundance. All of us were meant to have it all. And we were all meant to be totally blessed by the Creator. And, some of us aren't impressed by these beautiful things man has made with his hands. However, some of us are, and that's okay too. So for me, I really love beautiful homes. I love beautiful beaches. I love having enough money to stay in a beautiful home on the beach, and I believe that everyone has the right and deserves it and was born to have it all. I believe that. And even me. And so I've been removing the blocks that are preventing me from creating that abundance in my life. The stories we tell ourselves, you're not good enough, all those stories, and I'm undoing them. I'm releasing the need for that story. And more than that, I am destroying that story. I destroy it. I release it. I delete it. I get rid of it because it's not true. And if you can imagine how much you love to give to your children, not just you don't mind giving them your time, but you also want to give your time to them doing fun things together, going to fun places. Sure, it's fun to stay in the yard and look at snakes, Sure, it's fun to climb a tree, but it's really great when you can go to the ocean and go swimming. And it's warm when you go in and warm when you come out. I mean, who doesn't want that experience with their child? And a beautiful, and stay in a beautiful, house or hotel or whatever. Who doesn't want that? Why would God make us so that we could create those beautiful buildings and beautiful homes and beautiful transportation systems if He didn't want us to have them? He created us with a great imagination, and as long as we use them for good and do good things with them, I don't think there's anything, I know there's nothing wrong with doing those things. But it's taken me a long time to believe that. So I'm working on it. I hope you're working on your abundance too. And if you need help with that, get back with me. I can share with you some of the things that I've learned. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. See ya. How do you turn this off? That doesn't like. Interesting. I don't know.